Okay, episode 140. And yeah, Fashion Series is back. Yeah. I think this, the Born Oration. Okay. Yeah, and it seems like there's only one new member, the robot guy. Seems like everyone is still there except for the the one that was captured by the council. Yeah, Midnight. So it's a different name now. Brain. Oh yeah, and Brain. Brain is also at the Archbishop's place. So he doesn't know that because Brain is still alive. So they're not working together. Oh yeah, thought so. Eventually they'll be if its oration says, but I guess they have Bio is I think strong enough to face these guys. Whether oh I think that's different from the magic that Midnight was using from before. Whoa. Oh, he carded him. Oh, but yeah, it's forget the name. Yeah, Eisenwald. I guess this is somewhat a rematch from the last time with the Oration Says. But I guess if they have Brain at the Archbishop, it would make sense if that Brain is manipulating the Archbishop or something. Yeah, this is a rematch. And specifically, Leon is here. Yeah. What happened to your ear? Yeah, and yeah. Whoa, he can reflect the sound. He can amplify it now. But what I still, I guess the mystery is still why did Lucy's father send Michelle with the key if it's all just a plan of Oration says. Wow, I never expected for Byro to be defeated just like that. I guess 7 years of if 7 years has been given to Oration says to train, I guess you're definitely will become stronger. No. Wow. But this is somewhat similar to what happened with the Ocean Saints before. Is that they were defeated easily when they first met. Maybe she has stronger celestial spirits now. Oh, yeah. Wow, this is a whole different level of celestial wizard. I guess in the end, yeah. Like I thought that Legion and Fairy Tail will have to work together to fight the Operation Says. But yeah. Yeah. I thought they were captured with the Nirvana event. What a coincidence. Oh, he's this guy. Yeah. Oh, they escape. Jalal. Oh, what about Jalal? Six generals. So they were captured. Oh, brain. So brain work. So brain wasn't captured. Any work within the Zentopia. Yeah. Oh. I guess the alliance is really going to be formed again. Erza would be pissed when he sees this guy again. What was his name again? He even has a counterpart in Edoras. Ichiya. Look at Gray. Oh, Juvia. Oh, too bad. They would have been really helpful in this. Oh, is she finally going to reveal her true identity? Yeah, why? But I guess she said that it was because of Lucy's father. Because seeing how Michelle has been all these past few episodes, I can see that she's really not on the bad side, and maybe she's just I'm just not sure why she appeared, and maybe she really is just a relative of Lucy. Yeah, said not to, but I shouldn't collect the pieces. Oh, oh. But I feel like it's like it's supposed to happen eventually. Oh, but he didn't really know, so it's not it's not really their fault. But I guess Makarov did warn her not to deal with that. Yeah, yeah. He could have been more direct with regards to that, to not let. This is really cool that they're somewhat cheering up Lucy. Yeah. Ah. Yeah. You just need to fight back, I guess, again, and retrieve the stop the clock from activating or something. And I think the the good thing is that now they could gather more. Or what, what was that about? Whoa, what was that? I'm still suspicious with Michelle. Oh, now Byro is questioning. Oh, yeah. So Brain has been manipulating the Archbishop. Oh, and now they're just like being puppets of Brain. Oh, Coco. Who's that in the background? Is that Dan? Okay, so that's the end of the episode, and yeah, Lucy finally now understood what the book meant, that it was a warning not to collect the parts. So yeah, that's what I also somewhat is confused about, is why are they collecting the parts if it's going to activate this some kind of event. So I guess the because of the oration says manipulation, I guess also with the Legion, and eventually it will happen because the oration says somewhat manipulated. Brain is working within the the Zentopia, and I think he's the one who's somewhat manipulating the Archbishop. And I guess even if the fairy tale did nothing with the use of the Legion, they're the ones who's going to gather up these parts and to form the clock. And at the same time, I understand Lucy that she's not really sure. She has no idea with regards to this, and all that she could think of is just collect these parts, and maybe it will give her a clue with what his father is saying to her. And that's, I think that's the problem, is that her father never gave her any direct message with regards to that. I think that could have been work. It could have worked much better instead of being vague with regards to it and just sending Michelle with the key. I think that's still, there's still some. I'm somewhat I'm um somewhat trusting Michelle by the in this episode, but in that last part, there's something suspicious about her when Lucy and the others were talking about just with regards to um the with regards to the about retrieving the clock parts, and I'm not sure what is Michelle thinking about and what is her main goal. But so far, they're really in a really are going in a hard time, especially that the oration says is much stronger now. And and I think another thing is that the oration says is familiar with the fairy tales magic, their magic and their fighting style. So I think the fairy tale members would need, I think they would need to create another alliance with maybe the same alliance that they did with the Nirvana mission. And yeah, and also with regards to the Legion, I think they're somewhat now being suspicious with what's going on with the Zentopia, because in the end it was the Oration Says who got their hands on the clockwork, and everything is becoming suspicious, especially with um this guy, Brain, who's working, was infiltrated the um the Zentopia. And yeah, and I guess the event with the end of the world is starting to happen now. I wonder how long it takes, but I think eventually the members will be able to stop it from happening. And I think they will need a lot more reinforcements, especially dealing with the Oration Says, because this is definitely an S class quest. And I think the same way with how they deal with the Nirvana, they should take this more seriously, because this is one of the strongest dark guilds, and I guess right now they are the strongest because the Grimoire Heart was already, I think, disbanded. And yeah, the thing is that I guess they were not really training for 7 years. They were in prison for 7 years, and I guess the one who has been really preparing for this is was Brain, and he's been working within the Zentopia. And I guess it makes sense now why they started to escape after 7 years. It's because this is the time where Lucy came back from the Tenrojima. This is when they came back, and this is, I think, when Michelle appeared yeah, I guess maybe Michelle has been working with the Oration Says, because it's the the moment when when the former members came back in Fiore after being in Tenrojima, and maybe once Lucy got her hands on that clock, and maybe that's when it activated, when it showed these ancient marks. So maybe that's how the Eurasian says knew that they have to act, and they have to formulate this plan on how they could get the parts of the clock. So maybe that is what has happened, and what that is why they're acting right now. Because if because if not, they could have done this 5 years ago without the fairy tale, but maybe they cannot do it because there's a certain piece which is missing, which is, I think, maybe Lucy. So definitely Lucy is connected to all of this, especially that she saw the girl at the key of the starry skies, and I'm curious why is she connected to that, and is Michelle really an ally, or yeah, I'm curious with regards to that. And yeah, another thing is I'm excited for them to have the rematch with the Oration Says, especially that they're much stronger now. And I guess the thing is, even though the fairy tale members were stuck in Tenrojima without any progress for 7 years, they were like frozen there. Their experience in Tenrojima, I think, has made them stronger, fighting the Grimoire Heart. So I think this is another great test for them to at least exceed again their magic powers, especially with Natsu. The last time we saw Natsu activated his Dragon Slayer form was when he fought the Oration Says. And they still haven't revealed Jelal. They still haven't showed Jelal if he's still in the prison. They also said that six generals also escaped. They said that the six generals. Who's the six generals? I don't remember. Maybe we will learn more about them. Maybe, yeah, first him and then the six generals. So who were the six generals? Oh, was it was the him that they're talking about is Jalal, or is it Brain? So that's what I'm not sure about. Or is the six generals referring to the Oration Says members? Or is it somewhat hinting that there's going to be former Dark Guild prisoners who has been um, imprisoned there for a long time, and eventually they will become a threat to the guild, or something like to the fairy tale. So that's what I'm seeing from that. So maybe it's the Oration Says, or maybe they're hinting about a possible new villain, or enemy of the fairy tale that has been maybe there for a long time. So yeah. So yeah, so far that's, I think, what has happened in this episode. And yeah, I hope that this is definitely a big another big test for the fairy tale members, because they really had a hard time fighting them back then in Nirvana. I think the only one who really did, it felt like he had a much easier. I guess even Urza had a hard time fighting Midnight, but she figured out a way to and how he could defeat Midnight back then. But I'm really curious, because if Zero is back, the counterpart of Brain, I wonder if Natsu would be able to stand up against him again. and maybe it's another time for him to awaken or activate his Dragon Slayer form. So yeah, that's about the thing with this episode. If you think I've missed some details, or yeah, if you'd like to share your thoughts, just leave a comment down below, and please like and subscribe for more updates. And if you want to watch the next episode, just go to the link in the description down below. And at the same time, it will really help me a lot in creating more reaction videos like this. So once you pledge in my Patreon, you will have an early access, and hopefully I could improve also my the quality of my reaction video. So thank you again for watching. See you in my next video. Have a great day. Goodbye.